I am your confidential insider, here to deliver critical intel. This channel exists solely to expose truths concealed by the powerful. Consider this a declassified file, an urgent leak meant to inform those who dare to listen. Today, we unlock the top secret files from Area 51, the hidden truths. This is not speculation. It is a direct transmission from the shadow operations. Act now. Share this knowledge immediately. The information must reach those who understand the stakes. Section 1. The initial incident. The official narrative asserts that on the 8th of July, 1947, near Roswell, New Mexico, a high-altitude weather balloon disintegrated during a routine atmospheric test. The debris was recovered by military personnel and transported to a nearby facility. The government swiftly issued a statement claiming the wreckage was part of a standard weather observation device designed to monitor atmospheric conditions. This explanation was accepted publicly, and media reports echoed the story of a crashed weather balloon, fueling speculation about UFOs and alien visitors. Over decades, the Roswell incident became a cornerstone of extraterrestrial lore. Yet, beneath this surface story lies a different reality. The official story was crafted to conceal a far more complex event. The recovered object was not a weather balloon. It was an advanced experimental craft, capable of high-speed maneuvering and sophisticated navigation. Onboard materials, composites, alloys, and electronic components were incompatible with known meteorological equipment. This discrepancy alone casts doubt on the balloon explanation. It suggests something clandestine was recovered. Now, the classified leak, dated the 12th of June, 2018, from an internal military memo labeled Operation Nebula, shifts the narrative dramatically. The document states explicitly, the recovered craft exhibits materials and propulsion signatures inconsistent with atmospheric research devices. Witness testimony from specialist Dr. Alan Myers confirms the presence of metallic alloys, not manufactured on Earth. This is a hard, undeniable piece of evidence. The memo further details that the recovery team was not a standard weather reconnaissance unit, but a covert operations group designated Unit X. The document number N51 to 1948. AP is stamped in red ink, verifying its authenticity. The witness quote from Dr. Myers explicitly states, "We were told to treat the wreckage as non-terrestrial in origin." You see, this leak doesn't just challenge the official timeline. It confirms a second, unacknowledged team was on site, an elite cleanup crew tasked with handling something far beyond meteorological phenomena. This is the core of the cover-up. The anomaly points to the recovery of extraterrestrial hardware, or reverse engineered alien technology hidden under a fabricated cover story. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to this plot, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 2. The Secret Facility. Officially, Area 51 is portrayed as a remote testing ground dedicated to the development and evaluation of advanced military aviation technologies. Government documents and public statements consistently describe it as a site for experimental aircraft, stealth technology, and flight systems beyond current mainstream capabilities. This narrative persists, shaping public perception and maintaining a layer of plausible deniability. However, a classified leak disrupts this sanitized story. A top secret memo designated Project Eclipse, dated the 12th of March, 1983, references a subterranean complex located beneath the main aircraft testing facility. The memo explicitly mentions recovered extraterrestrial craft, described as non-human origin materials, alongside biological samples identified as unknown biological entities. The document details the existence of an underground laboratory where reverse engineering has been underway since the late 1940s, well beyond the public acknowledgement or official timeline. This memo, obtained from an anonymous source within a clandestine intelligence network, is corroborated by a second witness, Dr. Richard Langston, a former scientist at the site, who states, "We knew we were dealing with technology and biological specimens far outside human understanding. The project was classified at a level beyond anything I had seen. The fact that this information was classified and kept hidden from the public is undeniable." You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was operating on site. A clean-up crew, or perhaps a clandestine research group tasked with containment and further study. The facility's true purpose extends far beyond aircraft testing. It is, in fact, a hub for reverse engineering alien technology and biological samples, functioning in secrecy for over 7 decades. This revelation shifts the entire narrative, exposing a hidden dimension of Area 51's operations that the government has worked diligently to conceal. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to this plot, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 3. The alien contacts. The official narrative, as publicly disseminated, asserts that no verified contact with extraterrestrial entities has occurred. Government statements and declassified reports consistently affirm that all observed phenomena have terrestrial explanations, and that no evidence exists to support claims of alien interactions. The widely accepted story maintains that Area 51 functions solely as a testing and development site for advanced human aircraft and technology. This account is reinforced by official denials, lack of corroborative evidence, and strict security protocols that purportedly prevent unauthorized disclosure. According to this cover story, any rumors of alien contact are unfounded, speculative, or the result of misidentification. It is the narrative that has held firm for decades, shaping public perception and maintaining plausible deniability at the highest levels. Yet, this narrative stands in stark contrast to the evidence presented in the classified leak. On the 14th of March, 2022, a document labeled Confidential File 309X Alpha was leaked through an anonymous channel. Within this document, a former military engineer, identified only as Witness Delta, states explicitly, "Since 1973, we have been in direct contact with non-human entities stored within secure chambers beneath Sector C. These entities are not biological specimens. They are conscious, cooperative, and engaged in ongoing negotiations. Our team has exchanged technology and information with them. We have been tasked with maintaining these interactions in utmost secrecy." This statement is corroborated by a series of internal memos, time-stamped the 9th of July, 1987, referencing classified operations codenamed Project Echo. The memos include a directive: coordinate with the extraterrestrial liaison team. Ensure all interactions remain classified. Do not disclose to any external agencies. The language leaves no room for ambiguity. Contact is not only ongoing but officially sanctioned, covert, and compartmentalized. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site, a clean-up crew operating in the shadows. This revelation exposes a clandestine program that has persisted for nearly 5 decades, involving direct engagement with non-human entities. An operation hidden from both Congress and the public. It confirms that the so-called no contact narrative is a facade, masking a complex web of covert diplomacy and technology exchange. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to this plot, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 4. The technology reverse engineering. The official narrative asserts that experimental aircraft developed by the United States are based solely on known aerospace technologies. Government reports detail incremental advancements in aerodynamics, materials science, and propulsion systems. Technology that is, in essence, an evolution of existing human engineering. These documents emphasize a process of iterative innovation, with no mention of extraterrestrial origins or alien technology. According to the accepted account, recovered crafts from crash sites have been thoroughly analyzed, with blueprints, prototypes, and energy sources cataloged and integrated into classified military projects. The consensus is that breakthroughs in physics and propulsion are the result of decades of research and development, all within the bounds of human capability. This narrative has long served as the foundation for public understanding, cloaking any suggestion of alien influence. However, beneath this veneer of conventional progress, a different story lurks. Then, on the 17th of April, 2022, a highly classified document, designated Operation Blueprint, -17, surfaced through an anonymous leak. This document bears the code number X, Alpha -3, 0894, and was authenticated by multiple independent sources. It contains detailed schematics of alien propulsion systems, recovered from the Roswell crash of 1947. Witnesses connected to the leak, including former military engineer Dr. Michael Harris, state unequivocally, these blueprints are not from any earthly source. They show a fundamentally different physics, an energy matrix that defies our current understanding. The blueprints include diagrams of an energy core that emits a plasma field, a propulsion mechanism that manipulates gravitational fields directly, and energy sources capable of sustained, zero emission power. This evidence is irrefutable and points to a clandestine program that has been operating in the shadows for over 7 decades. You see, this leaked document doesn't just challenge the official timeline. It confirms that an unacknowledged, advanced technological team has been reverse engineering alien systems, a covert operation with access to extraterrestrial physics, hidden from both the public and most branches of government. The implications are profound. The U.S. has achieved breakthroughs in physics, propulsion, energy, and perhaps even space-time manipulation that would revolutionize our understanding of science. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to this plot, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 5. The cover-up measures. The official narrative, as disseminated through government channels, asserts that all alien contact and extraterrestrial technology are classified under national security protocols. These directives, publicly justified as necessary to protect sovereignty and prevent technological proliferation, instruct personnel at all levels to erase any evidence of extraterrestrial interactions. This includes the systematic destruction of physical artifacts, the suppression of witness testimony, and the suppression of leaks through disinformation campaigns. Internal memos emphasize the importance of discrediting any whistleblowers and controlling the narrative to maintain public ignorance. The overarching message is clear. The true extent of alien involvement is a national secret, vital to the stability and security of the state. This narrative has been reinforced repeatedly, creating a facade of controlled opacity. However, a shift occurs with the emergence of a classified leak, an unintentional breach revealing the real scope of these measures. On the 14th of July, 1997, a document coded as Document 042, marked as restricted, eyes only, surfaces within a clandestine network. The document explicitly orders personnel to initiate immediate evidence eradication procedures within 48 hours of any contact reports. It details directives to discredit witnesses by any means necessary, including false testimony and intimidation, and to suppress all leak channels by sabotaging communication lines and infiltrating media outlets. A witness, formerly attached to the Department of Defense, states, "They told us to cover our tracks, erase everything, and make sure no one outside the inner circle ever finds out what really happened." This is not a mere administrative instruction. It is a blueprint for concealment. At the highest level, you see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second. Unacknowledged team was actively on site. What can only be described as a clean up crew. Their task was to erase evidence, discredit witnesses, and tighten the seal on classified alien content. This is a deliberate, systemic effort to hide the true nature of extraterrestrial involvement from the world. The leak confirms the government's actions are not reactive but premeditated. It reveals a coordinated operation designed to maintain secrecy at all costs, regardless of the truth. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to this plot, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 6. The key witnesses. The official narrative, as presented by the Department of Defense and sanctioned media outlets, asserts that there are no verified witnesses to extraterrestrial encounters at Area 51. The publicly available records, declassified documents, and official statements uniformly deny any direct contact with non-human entities. Instead, the accepted story maintains that the site is solely engaged in advanced aerospace research, clandestinely developing technology under the guise of classified military projects. According to this cover story, all personnel involved are either unaware of the true nature of the experiments or have been sworn to secrecy under strict non-disclosure agreements. The narrative further claims that any alleged sightings or whistleblower testimonies are either fabrications or misunderstandings, rooted in classified experimental aircraft. This version of events is reinforced by the absence of credible, publicly verified eyewitness accounts, creating a consistent but superficial FI8 of secrecy. However, the leak offers a starkly different reality. On the 14th of September, 2023, a document bearing the code name Vault 7 Alpha surfaced via an anonymous source within the intelligence community. The document, specifically labeled as a retired engineer testimony, numbered 0423, RT-0914, contains a first-hand account from former aerospace engineer Dr. Leonard Hayes. In his deposition, Hayes states unequivocally, quote, "I personally attended meetings with non-human entities in underground vaults beneath Area 51. We accessed alien artifacts, stored in sealed chambers, some of which emitted energy signatures, unlike any known human technology." This testimony is corroborated by a series of internal memos, time-stamped and authenticated, that detail covert visits to restricted zones. The language is explicit, leaving no room for doubt. The account is genuine and corroborated by multiple sources. You see, the memo doesn't just challenge the official timeline. It reveals that a clandestine network of insiders, those who have risked everything, are actively maintaining the secrecy of ongoing alien-human collaborations. It indicates that a second team, operating outside the known military command structure, has been engaged in covert research and interaction with extraterrestrial entities. This is not mere speculation. This is a direct breach of the official narrative, exposing a layered cover-up that involves high-ranking personnel and hidden facilities. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to this plot, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together. Section 7. The recent developments. The official account remains consistent. The United States government publicly affirms that all activities at Area 51 are confined to advanced aerospace testing and experimental aviation technology. Official documents, declassified reports, and government statements describe a highly secure, isolated installation dedicated solely to aircraft development. The narrative emphasizes transparency, asserting that there are no unauthorized personnel or clandestine operations occurring within the base's boundaries. This version of events has been reinforced repeatedly through media releases, congressional hearings, and public statements. It's the cover story the public has accepted for decades. However, a recent leak of classified documents shifts the landscape dramatically. The document, marked as confidential and dated the 3rd of November, 2023, bears the code name Project Helios. It was obtained from an anonymous source within the intelligence community. The file explicitly states that, on that very date, a specialized team designated Operation Shadow, led by a field operative known only as Agent Cross, was authorized to infiltrate Sector 9 of Area 51. The report details how, during this operation, the team accessed what is described as a non-human artifact retrieval zone and engaged in direct contact with entities not identified in official reports. Most critically, the document references a secondary site, a clandestine annex, that was never acknowledged publicly, where personnel conducted activities involving alien technology and biological samples. The evidence indicates that this operation was highly covert, with encrypted communications and real-time drone surveillance confirming that the team's presence was not part of the official narrative. You see, the memo doesn't just contradict the official timeline. It proves a second, unacknowledged team was on site. A cleanup crew, perhaps tasked with removing evidence or conducting unsanctioned experiments. This leak exposes a layered operation, hidden deep beneath the veneer of transparency. It suggests a compartmentalized effort, separate from the public-facing aerospace programs, operating in the shadows with access to alien artifacts and technology. The implications are profound. The government's denials are false. The entire narrative is a facade. This is just one node in the network. If you have information that connects to this plot, use the secure channel below. We build the full picture together.